Well, don't that just beat all? So last night, I'm out here working in the rig, and all of a sudden the emergency alert system went off on my phone. It was going off in the house. There were 3 storm cells with tornadoes that were coming straight at us. Well, obviously, if I had to pull the slides in, I don't want the slide toppers to be ripped off like my buddy Russell down in Texas Young Guns. So pulled the slides in, didn't think much of it, went inside, called it a day. Came back outside, put the slides back out, and wouldn't you know that multiple places on the bottom of the front slide and the slide in the bedroom have little tiny little it's like somebody screwed a nail or screwed a screw down through the aluminum where the aluminum pointed out like a perfect triangle point. And wouldn't you know that it scraped the floor to fare thee well. So, guess what my day is? Pull back up the floor. We've already laid down and lay more floor down, and then figure out some way how to keep the floor from getting scratched every time the slide comes in without like putting down a rug or something like that. So stay tuned, we'll try to figure that out. So here is the bottom of the slide where when it came out, it scratched up all of the wood on multiple places going down the slide there between the bunk beds. It was really worse right here in the middle where the slide actually bumps out a little bit and then goes back in. And then there were a couple of places down there. So what I've done is I bought this pack of Scotch felt pads. They're adhesive on one side, they're felt. And so what I ended up doing is actually putting those felt pads underneath the slide, obviously the felt facing down and the adhesive up. And so what you can see right now, if we look under there, you can actually see the felt pad, and you can see the end of it right there. And so what I did was along the slide, all the way along, I reached up under there and felt for those sharp points, and then covered those sharp points with the felt pad, and that has stopped the scratching of the floor. Okay, so kind of take you on a tour of what we've done so far. We have pretty much finished all of the flooring. Turn around here and we'll show you. There, we finished all of this. We finished there. The floor is laid down. The floor is down beside the slide in the bedroom. And the floor is down over here. Come around. The floor is down the bathroom along with the chase. So now the next thing to do is the molding so that you don't see like that right there. You see where the floor meets up with the cabinet, there's a space or a gap. So we have to cover that up with some molding. Certainly we see some over there as well, so we will take care of that. And I'm also kind of take you down here if I can. I'm using construction adhesive to put the wall boards or the flooring against the wall here. You'll see I've got the step tread out. You'll see the flooring there. There's the step tread on the bottom, but I've got it out on the top. And so what I'm doing is putting the flooring against the wall, and then we'll have the tread where you step. And now I've also got to finish the little flap down thing that falls down here that covers the stepwell while we drive, while we're inside. So that's everything we have left to do, and then this project will be checkly done. Yay! They're also working on my roof, replacing all of the shingles up there. I found a rope light in here that was damaged, put some LEDs in there, and now the LEDs light up the entrance stairs, and then the outside light on the quickie motor lights up that. And the final piece of that was to take those brass brackets there that hold that handle and spray paint them chrome, sand that handle down, and then restain it, and also add some felt padding to that so that when that whole piece goes down, it's not scraping itself on that aluminum edging. All right, so closing in on the flooring project, and we've come to the end, and you can see that there are gaps between the floor and the walls of the RV. Now here's a gap. This is beside the driver's door, and you can see that gap right there, and it's supposed to be there because it gives the floor an opportunity to swell or to shrink dependent on the temperature of the RV. But as we would all agree, it looks pretty unsightly. And so the traditional way of fixing this is with something called quarter round, and you measure and then you cut, and it's a quarter of a circle, and it goes up in that corner. And there's a lot of cutting and a lot of measuring and a lot of cutting twice because you only measured once. But I found this product, and it's called Insta Trim. And what Insta Trim is a rubberized quarter round. You can see a roll of it right here. And so you can see that it's quarter of a circle here. You can see that it's a quarter of a circle. And on the back, it's got this stuff that kind of feels like butyl tape, but it's adhesive. And so what you do is you push it up against the corner, and it covers up that gap. And the crazy thing is, it's so much easier to use, it's so much easier to put down than quarter round, because all you gotta do is just cut it with a pair of scissors. So here we can see at the foot of the bed, I've already laid this strip down, and you can see you just cut it with a pair of scissors, and it runs all the way through there, and it's just a nice transition. It covers up any things that you might have missed or cut short, and it just makes it look really, really clean. This stuff comes in gray or black or white, and it really, really dresses up the edges where the floors meet the walls. All right, so here you can see a corner that goes into the bathroom, and then here in the bathroom you can see the Insta Trim as well that's already been laid down. So it's just an amazing little product. All you do is you just peel the back off of it and stick it there. I mean, it's really that simple. So time will tell if it works out really nice, but man, I am so glad that this is the way I'm doing this, because in less than 30 minutes I've pretty much done the edging of this entire RV. Amazing product, Insta Trim. I'll put a link in the comments below.